List comprehension. Why we use list comprehension? If the same can be done by for and if loop. Because this is more elegant way of writing a code and it avoid unnecessary coding and loops. Also, list comprehension is much faster than for loop. It actually reduces computational time. And the most important thing is output will be stored in the form of list. Let's check some example. Print square of number from 0 to 9 by using for loop. Square equal to blank list for I in range 10, square dot append I square and print square. This will print square of number from 0 to 9. This is a 4 line of code. The same thing can be done by using a list comprehension. This will be just one line of code. Square equal to I square for I in range 10 and it will print the same result. List comprehension reduces time and space complexity. Now the second example is print vowels in a given sentence. The sentence is given here and we have to print the vowels in this statement. So there is actually two loops. One is for loop which check each and every character in the sentence, and second is the condition which check whether the character belongs to vowels or not. If yes, then print the value of I. So the output is all the vowels in the sentence mentioned above. So the third example is print consonant in a given sentence. In this example, I have created one function is consonant. This function will check whether a given character is not a vowel, and I have mentioned vowel is A, E, I, O, U. If the character is not belongs to this vowel, then it will print the character. Now I will use the same function in the list comprehension. So there is one loop and the second condition. The first loop is checking each and every character in the sentence, and the second loop is checking the function for that character, and if it is not a vowel, it will print the value of I. So let's run this and it will print all the consonant in the given statement or the sentence. Next example is print number if number is positive, else print 0 if the number is negative. So I have a set of numbers, positive and negative numbers. By using list comprehension, I have a two loops here. For loop for I in object underscore price. So for each and every value of I in the object price, we have to check whether I is greater than 0. If I is greater than 0, print I, else print 0. So it will print the numbers if it is greater than 0, otherwise it will print 0. In this example, we have to print even number from 0 to 19. So for x in range 20, if x mod 2 equal to 0, then print the value of x. If x mod 2 is equal to 0, then the value will be even number. So here it will print all the even. The next example is print numbers which is even and also divisible by 5. For x in range 101, if x is divisible by 2 and also x is divisible by 5, then print the value x. So it will print only the value which is even number and also divisible by 5. Print if number is even or odd for a given range. So for I in range 20, for a range of 20 numbers, if I is divisible by 2, then print even. If I is not divisible by 2, then print odd. This will print even and odd with a range of 20. So first one is 0, which is even, then 1 is odd, 2 is even, 3 is odd, like this only. List comprehension can also be used for nested loop. Here the example, calculate the transpose of matrix. Here the matrix is 4 cross 2. It means there are 4 rows and 2 columns. There is 2 columns, so the outer loop will run 2 times for I in range 2. And second loop for row in matrix means the first row is 1 comma 2, and row of 0 means the zeroth value of the first row is 1. Similarly, zeroth value for the second row is 3, then 5 and 7. So it will print 1 3 5 7 in first loop, and when the value of I, it will print 2 4 6 and 8, and the output is like this. So the row will be converted in columns. The another example is print only digit in a given sentence. So here the sentence hello 1 2 3 4 5 world. We have to print only in integer or digits in a given sentence. So the first loop is for x in string. So x in string, it will check for each and every character or digit in a given string. Then it will check the condition, and if it is digit, then it will print the value. It will print 1 2 3 4 5 because these are digit. Print square and cube of given number. So the number equal to 1 2 3 4 5, and we have to print the square and cube of each number. For I in num, calculate I square and I cube in the form of list. So output will be in the form of list. If I equal to 1, I square equal to 1, I cube equal to 1. If I equal to 2, I square equal to 4, I cube equal to 8, and so on. Similar to list comprehension, there is a dictionary comprehension. For example, print number and its square if number is even. I have a given set of number 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. I have to print in the dictionary form, so that I have to print the number I and its square in the form of dictionary. So for I in number, and the condition is I should be divisible by 2, so that it will be a even number. If it is an even number, then print the value of I and I square in the dictionary form. So here the I is 2 and I square is 4, and the even number 4 and I square is 16. Similarly 6 and 36. Another good example for dictionary comprehension is combine two lists and make a dictionary. I have two lists, one is state and another list is capital. Use the command zip to combine both the list, and with the key value pair, let's print the key and value of the dictionary. These are very good example of list and dictionary comprehension. Thanks for watching this video.